Grok just got a serious upgrade, and most people are still using it like a basic chatbot. They type a question, they get an answer, they move on. And then they wonder why everyone's hyping this thing. Here's the problem. Grok has 6 specific features that completely change what this tool can do, and almost nobody is using them correctly. I've tested every single one. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to trigger them, how to set them up, and what to do with them. By the end, you'll have a complete system for getting professional grade results from Grok every single time. Let's get into it. Feature 1. Custom response styles. Most people never touch Grok's settings. That's the first mistake. Click your profile picture, go to settings, then customize. You'll see 3 default response styles: concise for quick answers, business for professional tone, and Socratic for teaching mode. Here's what most people completely miss. Switch to custom and build your own. Tell Grok who you are. Tell it what tasks you need help with. Tell it your preferred communication style. Be specific. Something like, I'm a freelance marketer working with e-commerce brands. I need clear, actionable advice with no corporate jargon. Keep responses under 200 words unless I ask for more. The more specific you are, the better Grok performs. Every single response you get from that point forward is calibrated to you, not to some generic average user. This takes 3 minutes to set up. It changes every conversation after that. Feature 2. Web search integration. By default, Grok is pulling from its training data. That means it knows a lot, but it doesn't know right now. Here's how to fix that. Click the model name at the top of your chat. You'll see a toggle for web search. Flip it on. Now Grok automatically pulls in current information without you having to ask. It becomes a real-time research assistant, not a static knowledge base. The difference is immediate. Ask about a trend, a competitor, a news story, a product, and instead of getting an answer based on data from months ago, Grok searches the live web, finds current sources, and builds its response from what's actually happening now. Turn this on and leave it on for any research-related work. It's one toggle. It changes what the tool is. Feature 3. Canvas mode. This one most people have never found. Type this into your prompt. Switch to canvas mode, or activate canvas editing. Canvas mode opens a document editor directly inside the chat. You can make direct changes to text, format content, restructure sections, all without going back and forth with follow-up prompts. Here's how to use it properly. Generate your content first. Ask Grok to write the piece, draft the email, build the outline, whatever you need. Once you have the output, switch to canvas mode. Now edit it directly. Move sections around. Fix the tone in specific paragraphs. Rewrite individual lines without regenerating the whole thing. It's not as advanced as some competitors, but for fast editing and formatting without prompt loops, it's exactly what you need. And almost nobody knows it's there. Feature 4. Deep search and deeper search standard. Grok answers fast. Deep search answers well. Click the deep search button inside the chat. You'll see 2 options. Deep search works quickly, good for most research. Deeper search takes longer, but gives you more comprehensive results. Choose based on what the task actually needs. Here's the framework that makes this feature work. Frame your request with precision. Don't just say research electric vehicles. Say, perform a deep search on EV adoption trends in Southeast Asia published after 2023. Then add quality filters. Focus only on industry reports and credible news sources. Exclude opinion pieces. The more specific your frame, the better the output. And here's a detail most people miss. For follow-up questions on the same topic, stay in the same chat. Grok builds context as the conversation goes on. If you start a new chat for every follow-up question, you're losing all of that context and making the tool work harder for you than it needs to. Deep search is Grok's most underused feature. Once you start using it correctly, you'll stop doing research any other way. Feature 5. Reasoning mode. Grok's reasoning mode is active by default. That's already a significant advantage over other tools, but most people don't know how to actually use it. Reasoning mode works by breaking problems into logical steps rather than jumping straight to an answer. The key is to prompt in a way that matches that approach. For complex problem solving, structure your question in steps. Here's an example. Break down this business decision. First, identify the key risks. Then, list the potential upside. Then, give me a final recommendation with your reasoning. Don't skip steps. For decisions where you're not sure which way to go, use this technique. Present the strongest argument for option A. Then, switch perspectives and argue option B just as strongly. This gives you both sides of any issue before you commit to a direction. for analysis. Ask Grok to show its work. Don't just give me the answer, show me how you got there, step by step. This catches errors before they matter and helps you understand the output well enough to use it confidently. Reasoning mode is already on. You just have to prompt in a way that uses it. Feature 6. Personas and Workspaces. This is the feature that turns Grok from a tool you use into a system you run. Personas let you switch Grok's expertise instantly. You're not working with the general AI, you're working with a specialist, a doctor, a financial analyst, a creative director, a legal researcher. You choose who you're talking to based on what the task actually needs. Use this directly in your prompt. You are a senior UX designer reviewing a product landing page. Give me your professional assessment and flag every conversion problem you see. That framing changes the quality of what you get back, because Grok calibrates its knowledge, vocabulary, and perspective to match the role you've given it. Workspaces take it further. Set up separate workspaces for separate areas of your life. Work projects, personal projects, creative work. Each workspace gets its own custom instructions that apply to every chat inside it. This matters because of something called context bleeding. When you mix different types of tasks in the same space, a legal document and a creative brief and a data analysis, Grok's responses start to blur. The tone gets inconsistent. The framing gets confused. Workspaces prevent that completely. Set them up once. Every chat inside that workspace automatically knows its context. No re-explaining, no confusion, just consistent, calibrated output every time. 6 features. Let's go through them one more time. 1. Custom response styles. Set it up in 3 minutes. Every conversation improves permanently. 2. Web search. 1 toggle. Grok goes from static knowledge to real-time intelligence. 3. Canvas mode. Type it into your prompt. Edit content directly without prompt loops. 4. Deep search. Frame it precisely. Stay in the same chat. Get research that actually holds up. 5. Reasoning mode. Already on. Use prompts that match it. Step by step. Both sides. Show your work. 6. Personas and workspaces. Switch expertise on demand. Separate your context. Stop context bleeding for good. The difference between average Grok users and the ones getting real results comes down to knowing these 6 things. You know them now. Try one today. Drop in the comments which one you're starting with. And if this changed how you think about Grok, you know what to do. See you in the next one.